Hello, welcome back to the 8th episode, the Australian Sport Edition show, presented by the BJ Show. This episode on the Australian Sport Edition show will be sharing the Suncrop netball competition from round 2 reviews and all the results. We'll share the A-League. We'll share the National Basketball League 1, so NBL One. That will be also that's for the essential results and scores. So we'll have all that. We'll also, as I mentioned, A-League. We'll have the latest ladder where we are up to from coming close to the finals, which we're right around the corner. Can't believe the season. It's been a long season for some teams, but yeah, and we'll share all that, and we'll have all the latest of the NRL, National Rugby League, as we continue on to reviews and thoughts and restrictions into next round. So let's start off with the Suncrop netball, and we are round 2. First game, it is the Firebirds versus Fever. So this is Queensland and West Coast, which was held at Nessa Arena, which was in Queensland, and the Queensland Firebirds got the win 67-54, high scoring, and well done your win to Firebirds. We come to the New South Wales Swiss and the Maricks as well. They're from Melbourne, and the New South Wales Swiss getting a 68-62 win. Well done on that. We come to the next one. We have the Lightning and Thunderbirds, and that was at Uni SC Arena, and I understand that is a Sunshine Coast team. 45-60 LA Thunderbirds taking the win on that. We come to the next game, and we have the other Melbourne Phoenix take on the Giants, and it was the Melbourne Phoenix taking the win at John Cain Arena with a good crowd there. Well done, Melbourne Phoenix with the win. We come to the Nets Thunderbirds game back at home. It's the grand final rematch. Here we go. We have now round 3 with all the reviews coming up, and we got a big Easter Sunday games on our hands, and we should have a big exciting game to share. So we are absolutely splitting over 2 weekends of netball for round 3. So the first one is Marrick and the Giants at John Cain Arena in Melbourne, and I think the Melbourne Maricks will get the win. They're pretty good at home. They did that really well. Thunderbirds in the New South Wales Swiss at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. Adelaide should get the win. New South Wales Swiss. We have Sunshine Coast Lightning and the Queensland Firebirds. This is going to be a really good contest in Uni SC Arena with the Queensland Firebirds taking the win. Now we cross over, and that is the 26th of April, what we just shared. We have a double Easter and a day after Anzac around a day as well. So we have 2 weekends split into that. So we have the Melbourne Phoenix take on West Coast Fever. That's in John Cain Arena, and Melbourne Phoenix should get that win on that. So that's all for now from the Suncrop netball competition. That's it. We're now into the National Basketball League 1, which is a pre-season competition in all around Australia, and we're only going to be doing Central, which is a South Australia competition for the women's and men's competition. If you wish to share and look onto your area, North, East, South and West, that's all Central, go ahead on NBL One on Google, and all the update ladder and results is on that. So let's get I'm only sharing from round 1 to round 4 of this NBL for men's and women's results, and then we get straight into the ladder updates and all that. So after 3 rounds into 4th round reviews and thoughts here we go. The first game is Forestville Eagles 59-60, and it was going to start. This game was played at State Basketball Centre in Wayville on the 29th of March, which we opened our season. We come to the second game, was West Adelaide Bearcats and Woodville Warriors, with West Adelaide Bearcats taking the win 73-70, and that was down at Port Adelaide Recreation Centre on the 29th of March. We continue on that 29th of March. We went to the Light Community Sports Centre with North Adelaide Rockets and North Flames with a 74-43 to North Adelaide Rockets. Well done. And we finish off with a Woodville Eagles taking on, now we're into the men's, and they take a 101-83 victory over Sturt Stavers as well, and their evening game. So we come to North Adelaide Rockets, and we also take on North Flames with North Adelaide Rockets 76-65 victory. We come to West Adelaide Bearcats. They take the win over Woodville Warriors, and that was a 97-58 victory. We go to South Tigers, which they get defeated over South Adelaide Pandas, with down at North Vale Basketball Centre. The score was 70-58. Central District Lions versus Eastern Marrick, with the Eastern Marrick taking the win over Central District Lions. And then we come to the next game, which was Southern Tigers and South Adelaide Pandas, 2 almost, and then we had Central District Lions and the Marricks. We start off that Southern Tigers I mentioned, and it was South Adelaide taking 86-61 over the Southern Tigers, with the 2-point victory for Central District Lions over Eastern Marricks. That ends it up round 1. Well done to all the winners. We come to round 2, and boy, this was some really good, interesting, comfortable victories. So first up in round 2, we have North Flames and Southern Tigers. North Flames taking the 82-64 win at the ARC Campbelltown on the 5th of April. So we're beginning of the second round, as I mentioned before. We come to Springbank Basketball Centre, with Sturt Stavers taking a 93-51 over Central District Lions. We come to the next one with Woodville Eagles taking a 78-74 over the Eastern Marricks in the St. Francis in Barker, which I have trained before. A lovely, pretty good centre there, and that's where they host their game. We come to South Adelaide and West Adelaide Bearcats, with a big strong win to West Adelaide Bearcats over South Adelaide Pandas 56-98. Well done to that. We come to the next game on the 5th of April, which we had some really good games to watch. We had Woodville Warriors take on North Adelaide Rockets, and the score was 74-48 in front of North Adelaide Rockets. So that's all the women's scores and updates. We come to the men's, and we have North Flames 84-97 Southern Tigers. Well done on their win. ARC Campbelltown. We come to the next game with Sturt Stavers and Central District Lions. With that victory went to Central District Lions, winning 93-87. We come to a mother. That was a pretty, I think, the game of the round. We're at the Eastern Marricks 120, Forestville Eagles 119. Emma Barker at St. Francis de Sales Community Centre. We come to the next one, and boy, a mother upset of the round, 2-point victory to South Adelaide Pandas 77 to West Adelaide Bearcat with 75, and this game was played at Mitcham Park Sport and Community Centre. We come to the next one, with finishing off round 2 with Woodville Warriors 94 to a big winners over North Adelaide Rockets 61 at St Clair Registration Centre. So there you have it. We continue on to round 3, and then there we will share all the ladders in a moment. So I'm not going to do my who think I should win. I'll just share who's playing where, and that's all I'm going to do. But right now we'll get to the next game, and it was West Adelaide Bearcats, both for men's and women's, with West Adelaide both men's and women's taking the victory. The first one for the females, one was 72-75 and 66-83. Well done on that point of view. The next games was Eastern Marrick 73, they're taking the game defeat 75-2-point victory over Southern Tigers. Well done to them. We come to the next one. We go down to Mitcham Park Sport and Community Centre with South Adelaide Pandas and Sturt Stavers, with Sturt Stavers taking a win 67-56. We come to now with the North Adelaide Rockets taking the win over Central District Lions 86-65 at the Light Community and Sports Centre. We come to the next one. We're back in Mount Barker with St Francis de Sales Community Centre. That was a big win, 83-79. Eastern Marrick defeated Southern Tigers. We come to the next game, boy. There's some big games been played so far and some big winners as well. Let's get to the next one. Back at Mitcham Park Sports and Community Centre, where South Adelaide Panthers defeated Cert Savers 93-82. And we're almost there with North Adelaide Rockets 73. They got defeated with Central District Lions 93 at the Lions Community and Sports Centre. And both Forestville Eagles were taking on Woodville Warriors. The first one was the women's team with 68-56, and it was also the Forestville Eagles 96-61 over Woodville Warriors. Both played at State Basketball Centre in Wayville in South Australia in the central competition. So we've finally done it. The Easter round, I will absolutely call this. Should be a beauty. It's quite full on over the next couple of days will be played. So stay tuned for all, and we could stay tuned for the next round of basketball. So here we go. We played. This will be a good game to watch. We have Woodville Warriors and the Eastern Marrick in the women's competition, with having Central District Lions and South Adelaide Panthers, Sturt Stavers and Nord Flames. So they will be all playing, continues on into quite a big games to go and see. We have Woodville Warriors and Eastern Marrick also playing in the men's, and also Sturt and Nord will take on down at Springbank. Should be a good game to watch tonight on the 17th of April. And to finish off on that point, we have Central District Lions and South Adelaide Panthers. So it's going to be a good entertainment basketball. Stay tuned for all that. We have West Adelaide Bearcats, both Forestville Eagles will be playing down at Port Adelaide Registration Centre on the 18th of April. And then to finish up, Southern Tigers, both for men and women, will be playing on the 19th of April down at Morphy Vale Basketball Centre, where the Southern Tigers host North Adelaide Rockets. So there you have it, all round four. It should be a good contest, should be some entertainment as well. And now I'm going to share with you all the ladder. We'll start off with females competition. So just give me a moment. Here we go. So this is what happens after third round, with Nord Flames on 10th, Sturt Savers on 9th, North Adelaide Rockets in 8th, Woodville Warriors 7th, Southern Tigers 6th, Eastern Marrick 5th, Forestville Eagles 4. We come to the top 3 with West Adelaide Bearcat in 3rd, Central District and South Adelaide undefeated. So well done to those teams and undefeated. We come to the men's with Central District Lions 10th, Woodville Warriors in 9th, South Adelaide Panthers in 8th, Southern Tigers 7th, North Flames 6th, Eastern Marrick 5th. We come to the top 4. We have Forestville Eagles with West Adelaide Bearcats, Sturt Stavers and North Adelaide Rockets all undefeated, with West Adelaide Bearcats first, Sturt Stavers second, and first it's North Adelaide Rockets. So thank you so much for sharing all of the 2026 NBL One season, which equals to NBL One 25 season. Alright, so we continue on to this big show we have into packed in this episode. Let's get straight into it. We got into the A-League, and what a season so far we have, and I gotta say, teams are definitely not going to be able to play finals, but we'll share the team by team. So we come and share with in 13th place, we have Brisbane Roar, Perth Glory in 12th, Wellington Phoenix in 11th, Central Coast Mariners 10th, Newcastle Jet 9th, Markhanvi FC 8th, LA United now slipping out that top 6, a bit nervous at the moment, but they're in 7th. Sydney FC, Melbourne Victory will be in 5th place right as you speak. Western Sydney Warriors in 4th, Western United in 3rd, Melbourne City in 2nd, and continues to be dominating. After this 23 game, we'll be showing how many more matches remaining. In Auckland FC, still on top of the ladder. It's so close. See what happens. So not many rounds to go. We have 3 rounds to go, and should be an interesting game. First game up, it is Brisbane Roar and Western United, Adelaide United and Wellington Phoenix, Melbourne Victory and Auckland FC, Western Sydney Warriors and Melbourne City, Sydney FC and Newcastle, Central Coast Mariners and McCarthy FC, and and Perth Glory was the bye. Round 27 who's be playing in this round, so this could be a very interesting A-League season and finals ahead. LA United have absolutely struggled for such a long time, and it's such a warrior for the LA United. It's just really disappointed. Yeah, so see what's happened. That's all for now. Very shipping sharp and smooth as well for the A-League after round 27. There's 3 rounds remaining of the A-League 2025 season. We may have something specialty extra in this episode. Yes, it could be from the Aussie Footy Show, but let's add it on because, why not? So, NRL. And here we go. Round 6 rounds already in, and the season has gone so quick. So we'll start off this round, and then we'll do round 7, the Easter NRL specialty round, and that'll be all from that part. Let's get straight into it. So we've gone back into the 10th of April. We had the Dolphins and the Panthers, and my goodness, what a game this was. And the victory was the Dolphins winning 30-12. Good job on that. We come to the next game with Dragons and Titans, with Dragons getting the win 38-16. We come to Brokens and to the Roosters, and the Roosters taking a 26-16 win. We have the Sharks and the Sea Eagles. The Sharks taking the 24-18 win over Sea Eagles. We come to the next one with Cowboys taking a big win over the Rabbits, with 24-16. The next one was a bombing winner over those Canberra Rainers as they take a 50-12 over the Eels, and a Mother Storm victory 42 to the Warriors 14, and a big win for West Tigers 20 to the Night 4, with the Bulldogs taking the bye. So there you have it, round 6 result. So here we go, round 7. So as you know, I'm not a big fan of NIL, but I will still share how these teams are going. Here we go. We have Sea Eagles and the Dragons, mate. One win, one to the other. I think the Eagles should bounce back from that win, so that's my tip for them. The Bulldogs coming off from that bye, they'll be fresh, ready to go. They do take on their confident Rabbit from that loss, but I think the Bulldogs will take an easy win from that. Then we have a double into second double Friday of NRL for Good Friday, and it is the Dolphins and the Storm taking big 2 wins, but Storm looking pretty strong there. But I think Dolphins are pretty confident, but Storm's my game to win this game. We have Warriors and Brokens. Right, both teams very much score from disappointing results from round 6, but I think the Warriors, for me, then back in Oakland at home in front of their fans, should be a good Easter Saturday in our specialty. Saturday night for NRL for the rugby, and I think the Roosters and the Panthers take up to face-to-face, which Roosters would take the win for my tip. And then we have 3 more games remaining for this round. We have the Titans and the Raiders. Big winners for Raiders, a good win for the Titans, but the Raiders will take the victory. And we come to the second game for Sunday NRL Easter football. The Knights and the Sharks, mate, clear favourite for the Sharks, taking their win. Big loss for the night. Don't know what they are, but that's okay. Should be a good game to watch. And that will be on Channel 9 and 9 as well on their free-to-air. And the last one for the end of the round, it's the West Tigers. Big winners. Disappointing performance against Smash Eels last round in round 6, with West Tigers with the victory. Just going to quickly show you the ladder as well, if I can possibly share that. Here we are on my screen, and we'll do that right now. So we have the Eels in 17. We have 16th place Panthers, Roosters with 15, Dolphins in 5th 14, Cowboys 13th, 9th 12th, Titans in 11th. We have the Dragons in 10th, Sharks in 9th, 8th place Sea Eagles, West Tigers 7th, Warriors in 6th, the Ravens in 5th. We have the Riders in 4th, Brokens in 3rd, Storm in 2nd, and the Bulldogs coming off after that bye and still in 1st place. So thereafter, round 6 coming to round 7, your ladder for the 2025 Premiership season for the NRL. Before we wrap up in this episode, I'd like to share the Aussie Footy Show, the footy tipping competition. We have 10 already in this competition, so thank you so much for those who are the regulars who've come on board once again for another season of fun footy tipping competition. We also also would like to acknowledge that we'll also have big announcement soon. It's to do with let's build on sharing this footy team competition, and we'll share that other news. I actually, it's mainly to do with the goal I'd like to share and get that done. So let's get straight into the footy team competition with Will Phil 11 in, Will F in 10th, Cruz Rule Die J, Queen Liz 28, Elizabeth C, Buzz Doug 888, Aiden B, Bevan J F, Bevan F. We have Cruz Fan 9089, Melissa Haight. We have Port Lover Forever 20, Angel C, Benny 1134, Benny H, Lenny 2018, Alex L, and we have the BJ Show, Ben J in first place. So from first place to third, it's basically between 2 points. We have from fourth place down to seventh, all on 29 points, 28, and then 27. So between 10th place to first, 7 points. So it's anyone can go up on top, only if that first person to dominate really well. So there is the BJ Show footy tipping ladder after, well, let's just say 5 rounds. So yeah, well, I would like to let you all know that my goal of this podcast, I would like to get in, and this is about you guys that listen to my podcast and all that, and I thank you for your listening. But we are standing at 806 downloads, and it's really important to share community. We all know that. Very important, share community, etc. Now, my goal is to get 12,000 downloads. Now, the episodes currently we're on 115. My goal is to get 250 by June. That's not easy to do. So that's a big goal. So my aim is to have 1,000 plus by May. So anytime for June hits, 1,000 downloads. Now I said this at the very beginning of the year. I'm saying this now. Let's get in and support the BJ Show in a big way now to there. I can remind you every episode now to there to remind you all. Happy to do that. Even you listen to me, that's where that comes in mind. So whatever, how many downloads I listen, that's how many downloads recorded, it's how many people have listened to my episode, per episode. So let's build that up. I appreciate those who, when's the next episode, I've struggled. Now this is on a regular base. It is a very difficult week not getting all the regulars or the Australian Sport Edition show. It's supposed to be out on the Thursday, as I record on the 17th of April. It's the Thursday, where we've seen the Australian Sports Aussie Footy show, the AFL and Stanford, 2 episodes are already out. So it's getting there. Next week of Anzac week, it's also going to be a little bit short. Another short week coming through. So I think it's going to be quite struggling in a big way, getting everything out. But I'll do my best to get it done. There's only 3 days next week on Anzac week, from after Easter Monday, 22nd to the 24th. So it's only 3 days. I will try and get everything out what I can and my availability. So yeah. Alright, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate for all your support. Keep listening, and if you like me to do any more updates of any sport, absolutely let me know whenever you can. But whenever you get your podcast, you can go to Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook Podcasts. That will be all on as well, and make sure stay tuned for all of that. Alright, thank you so much for listening, and see you all soon. The BJ Show is out. Bye for now.